All right, we are up early. We are going to DoorDash today, and I'm going to take you with me. DoorDashing in Oklahoma. Let's check it out. All right, so I have been DoorDashing for a couple months now. I was working a sales job and lost my job, and I've been applying to all kinds of places and no luck. Like, I've had a couple interviews and the interviews just don't go very far. And I interview pretty good. I'm a sales guy and I can talk. So it's not that I've had bad interviews. I think it's my age. I'm 50, looking for a new job. And it's not been easy. So I've gone to DoorDash and I've been surprised that you can actually make enough money to pay bills, at least in my situation. But that was also kind of by design to not have very many bills. The plan really is that my daughter will be graduating in about 3 years and spend time with her, see her high school experience. She's in band and that's kind of fun. And then once she graduates and figure out where she's going, then who knows? Who knows? I may move, I may travel more, I may do both. But yeah, gotta get something figured out. DoorDash isn't gonna do this all on its own. So yeah, we're gonna go today. Sometimes it's a little rough in the morning. We are at 7 o'clock, and it does say that we have a zone ready in my area. So we'll see. And that's what it sounds like. So we had just gotten out. We have a run to Starbucks for $6.35. Looks like it's, I think, 4 miles. So we'll run into Starbucks and grab this order and then be on our way. All right, we are gonna put this on the magnet that goes on my chest, and we'll see how awkward this is if they notice this on me. Let's see, we've got 3 minutes until we're supposed to be here to pick it up, so we will walk in here in just a second. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. What's up?
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Not too bad.
Good. I'm here for the Savannah.
Savannah, yeah.
Okay, we're waiting on the food.
You're totally good.
Thank you.
Not a problem. You're awesome. Thank you.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Thank you, guys.
Have a good day.
All right, so we are about to run this Starbucks order to this person, and she's got a the address is west of 59th. GPS is going to take me, so sometimes they'll leave directions mainly because they've had issues with drop-offs in the past, and after you've gone a couple times, then the GPS kind of recognizes that, maybe, because I haven't had any issues going to places off the GPS. I don't know which one I'm using. Am I using Google? I might be using Google Maps, but you have your options of different maps you can use, and maybe that's the issue. Some people don't use the right map. All right, says that we've got 7 minutes. I've really kind of enjoyed DoorDashing. you know, I was kind of getting burnout of the sales corporate stuff anyway. You know, I needed a break probably. And this has been kind of nice. There's a lot of freedom to it. It's a lot of hard work. If you're going to make your numbers, you got to work a lot. I mean, I probably put in 8-9 hours a day, roughly, to this. And I probably average around 20, anywhere from about 18 to about $25 an hour is probably my average, if you broke it down. So yeah, this is a way to get your bills paid. It's not a way to get rich. It's not a way to, you know, do all the things in the American dream, but that may not be true. I'm kind of being able to be free and set my schedule. Good thing is that I can, if my daughter needs anything, I can say, okay, yeah, I can be there. I'll just turn the app off and then go do a thing. I don't have to call to a boss and report to them and say, hey, look, I need this 2-hour section off during the day to be able to go see my daughter perform her band stuff. I can just go. So that's kind of awesome. All right, we are getting close. We got 0.2 miles to go and we'll be arriving, so we got a turn coming up. I don't know that I made the right turn. That's funny. Let's see. I don't know that I'm in the right part of the... This is weird. I have a feeling I am on the wrong side. There's like 2 weird little streets here. Very last house on the right has a basketball goal. Okay. There we go. Okay. It's 2:48. We made it. I would have like taken you with me, but she was outside, and as this driveway is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm not even on the driveway. Sometimes delivering in the rural parts is a little bit of pain in the butt. But no, she was outside, so I didn't want to be weird with the camera, even though it's on my chest. A lot of people out on their walks. So we now will go back to the zone and wait for our next delivery. All right, so we were just sitting here for a few minutes, got another order. We're going to Swadley's Barbecue. They've been in the news a lot. Owner got thrown in jail for something kind of stupid, I think. But we'll head to Swadley's, go in and get this order, and then make this delivery. It's a $9 order. Picking up for Natasha.
Hi.
Got one for Natasha yet? Do you have...
So, DoorDash placed it twice, but she only placed it once, and somebody picked up her one order.
Gotcha. Good to know. Thank you. It's one of the frustrating things. It doesn't happen to me too often, but every once in a while you'll show up and they'll have an order that was already picked up or that got canceled or something happened. There's a couple times I've had DoorDash call me and say, hey, don't pick that up, it's a scam. Which, how do you know? Like, I don't get it, but whatever. So yeah, now we got to go back to waiting for an order. And as it usually works, I go and get parked, get ready to be all like comfortable, and then I get an order, which is fine because I'd rather get an order than sitting around and wait. So we are headed to IHOP to pick up an order. Hopefully this one goes through. I didn't even look at the miles. I just grabbed it. So hopefully it's a good run. We have made it to IHOP. All right, got parked. We're gonna run inside, grab this order real quick. Hopefully it'll be a fast pickup. Sometimes IHOP can take forever, so hopefully this is quick. And then we make this delivery fast and get to the next one. That's the plan. All right, we've got our order here for IHOP. We're picking up, arrived at store. Caleb. I think I've delivered for this guy before. Whoo!
Morning. We got three.
Okay.
Be three of us.
All right.
And I have a pickup for Caleb.
Perfect. All right. Take over, Caleb.
Oh, awesome.
This one for you. You have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Okay, we've got it confirmed. Confirmed pickup. In Tuttle? Oh, geez, this isn't going to be a drive. 17 minutes. Maybe I shouldn't have picked this one. So it was a $9 order for only $12. Or it was a $9 order for only 12 miles. I get really good gas mileage. It doesn't bother me too much, but it is kind of a thing. At least it was almost $10. All right, hopefully the map's a little better this time also. Okay, so my plan when I'm doing DoorDash is my goal is to reach anywhere minimum $125 for the day. I want to be like my sweet spot for me is $150. If I can go above that, then obviously that's extra gravy. But I do it and kind of think of it in shifts. So I do a morning shift, which is usually about 2.5 hours, roughly. My goal is to make $20 to $30 in that shift. That's my goal. Especially if I can get to that $30 goal, then my lunch shift it just makes it feel better. And then lunch shift, I like to make anywhere from $40 to $60 for the lunch shift. And so if I'm on my goal, that will put me at, if I'm hitting the max numbers, that puts me at $90 by the end of lunch. And then to go into dinner, I hope to get anywhere from $50 to $75 for my dinner run. Those are my goals. And that puts me in that 150 range. Now, obviously, if I can do better than that, great. And if I have a day that's kind of sucky, then I need a good day the next day to get me caught up, to at least get me to the average of 125. So that goal is a 5-day week goal. So if I can do 5 days and get the $125 to $150, then I'm good. And then I don't have to work as much on the weekends, let's say. But if I don't hit that goal, then I have to work the weekends. And typically I sit around, if I've got nothing to do, I'm like, I can either do nothing and watch TV, or I can go DoorDash. Yeah, a lot of times it'll have me go to Tuttle, which is outside of my even DoorDash zone that I can work. So it puts you in a different zone when you're done. That's frustrating because I like to stay close to home. And so I like to go back to my original zone. Now, I've got all kinds of ideas, but of course DoorDash isn't going to care because my ideas benefit me, not them. Like, I think you should get paid extra if you have to go outside of your zone. Like, there should be like, hey, here's an extra couple bucks because you did go outside of your zone. I don't know. Maybe that's a mess. Too hard to do. It'd be easy to deal with. It's all mapping, like DoorDash knows. So we got our turn coming up in 0.6 miles. Hopefully the street's right, not like this morning, being all crazy on me. Let's see, sometimes the hard part is seeing any kind of number. There's a number right there. All right, we are at the house. Get your phone out. So we click continue, take photo. It puts you on that screen. Grab your stuff, take it to the front porch. And when you leave your packages, make sure you give space for the storm door. A lot of people have complained that someone has put their food to where they can't open the door. All right, so after that, we're at $14.20. So really just $6 more, probably one more stop, and I've made my morning goal. So I'm feeling good about hitting that morning goal. All right, that went off without a hitch. Now what I do when I get outside of my zone, because I don't want to get stuck outside of my zone, is I just pause. You can go in there and you can hit the gear symbol and it'll pull up, you know, like whenever you in dash, I just hit pause. So that way it just pauses it, and then whenever I get close to my zone, I'll unpause it, of course. But yeah, now it's just driving back. I don't think that took 17 minutes. I think that time was wrong, which a lot of times the time is wrong, and it's not like I was going super fast or anything. It's gonna be hot today too. 100 plus degrees, so. Okay, we got a $5, I think it's $5.94. It's gonna put us right at $20, I think. Because I think we were at, what were we at? Nah, we were at 14, nah, I don't remember. I'm old. So we're gonna go to Boomerang Diner. We're gonna pick up food for our next delivery. I really like Boomerang Diner. I like eating there, I like picking up from there. It's got that old 50s diner feel to it. So it's just kind of a fun place. They have them all over Oklahoma. I don't think they're outside of the state. They may be, but yeah, franchise all over Oklahoma. Boomerang. See, just a cute little place right there. Arrived at store. We got Catherine. She's got one item. It's a big breakfast, so we'll make sure it's there. Make this delivery count. This customer tends to leave higher tips and ratings for great service. Take moments to, you know what? I almost think that's BS, because I've seen that a bunch, and I don't know that I've seen higher tips from any of those people. So we'll see. Get on inside there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, not a problem. How are you today?
How are you doing?
Doing well. I've got a pickup for Catherine. She's got it spelled all goofy.
Looks like they're still working on it.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna have a seat right here. Hey, thank you. No, you're good. It sounds like it's. I'll just need a picture of it. Do you need it back?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, it is frustrating when it takes longer at the restaurant than you kind of anticipate. So I guess, I don't know if DoorDash is having an issue or if they just had an issue. But the order didn't print out. Sounds like their issue, because the order was in their system, just didn't print out. So they weren't working on it until I got here. Again, frustrating, but what are you gonna do? sometimes these neighborhoods, you get into them and you can't get out because you've got directions to the house and it's turn here, turn here, turn here, turn there. There's a neighborhood off Mustang Road that is a nightmare to get out of. I've been trapped in that neighborhood a couple times. I'm getting better, but yeah, you don't have it doesn't have a escape the neighborhood route. We're getting close. Turn down this road and it should tell us our number. 412. Looks like that's probably where this truck might be parked at. 48. And is this 412? I hate it when they don't have any. It is. Okay, so we made that delivery. I thought I'd turn the camera off. I didn't take it with me, the camera, because there was a lady here. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if she's delivering stuff or what she's doing. Oh, I think she's the maid. She's getting a bunch of cleaning stuff out. So that could be that. Anyway, so yeah, if there's something weird, I just feel weird with the camera. I'm trying to get where I feel better with the camera in public places, around people, but it's just awkward. We made our $20 goal so far. We're at $20 and I think 5 cents. So kind of a sucky morning really, because we're at 9 o'clock. I started at 7. I think it was 7. And so that's 2 hours and we only made $20. Blech. Sometimes the mornings are that way though. But if I had stayed home and done nothing, I wouldn't have made $20. And again, the key is to have a vehicle that gets unbelievable gas mileage. This one I get, I think it's like 34 miles per gallon. If I was in my truck, there'd be no way I could do this because I only get 12 in the truck. So yeah, you just lose money. We have our next stop from Whataburger. $6. 2 miles. So that's the number we're looking for. That's the kind of profit we want on a run. So let's go make that money. Drop this sucker off and we might be done after that. I usually, even whenever my time's up, or whenever I think I'm ready to be done, I'll at least leave it open until I get home in case one picks up, or at least close to home. Cul-de-sac. What's our number? 550. That's 600. 570. I've been here before. 560. 550. Right here. All right, let's make sure we're in park. Get my phone out. En route. Continue. Leave at door. No other notes. We're good to go. Got this and a drink. All right. Again, you've got a storm door, so leave it away from the storm door so that they can actually get it and take a picture. Hit done. All right, so I probably waited longer than I wanted to. I waited another, it's 9:45, so I rolled up here right before 9:30. And I got one order come in, and it was Dollar General, and I hate going to Dollar General. They usually deny that, and it was 4 items for $3. You got to go in, you got to do the shopping, you got to go pay for it, and then you got to go deliver it for $3. Nah. And Dollar General, their stores are always effed up as far as nothing's where it says it is. It says aisle 5, it's not on aisle 5. They've redone the store, or they're out of the product. You can't find anything. The people that work there aren't always real helpful. Some are. And they're busy doing stuff. So, yeah, I'm done for the morning. We stopped at, let me pull it up. I think we're at $27. All right, well, I checked the app. It's 11 o'clock and it says 3-minute wait times. And so we're going to see if that's for real and get out there. Sometimes I'll go out at 11, sometimes I'll wait. All right, we're gonna get back out here. Got my coffee, freshly made coffee for the lunch run. And it says that we've got about a 3-minute wait time. So we're gonna check and see what that's like. It's 11 o'clock. God, I didn't feel like I had a break at all. Like sat down, watched a little bit of YouTube, made a phone call or two, and 11 o'clock. So we got our first lunch order. It is 11:07. We started at 11, so probably really pushed the button after that. But it is a place called City Bites. They make amazing sub sandwiches. And it's a $9 order for like 4 miles, I think, is what I saw. Good way to start lunch. Okay, we got a pickup for Jacob. We're here at City Bites and we're gonna go in. How are you? Doing well. I've got a pickup for Jacob. Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, that went off, which means we're gonna have an add-on to this run, another $6 for 1 mile, 1.7 miles. And this place is basically right across the street, so we're doing it. All right, we have made it to Chicken Express. It says 11 right now is when we're supposed to pick it up. So arrived at the store, and Billy is who we're picking up for. Billy's getting 5 items, 12-piece combo with a drink, unsweet tea, cherry pie, gizzards. Ugh. I got a pickup for Billy.
For who?
For Billy.
Billy? Just about 4 or 5 minutes later.
Okay, thanks. All right, didn't take him as long as they said. They got it ready in just a couple minutes, and we are on our way. 2 drops to drop off. Chicken Express and City Bites. I think we're doing Chicken Express first. It says it's 9 minutes away, 3 miles. All right, looks like we made it to our first home. That is the address. Nice little place here. I also like to check the, if I've got 2, once I deliver one, I like to make sure and check my bag to just double check that I delivered the right one. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened before. All right, now I gotta back on not a busy road, but a busy-ish road. I'm probably gonna be turning the wrong way. Nope, we're good. All right, off to City Bites stop for Jacob. got 5 minutes. We are very close to our second stop. I think it is this house here. Yep. And this is our city bike stop. All right, that says that brought our total for lunch to $22.20. That's really good so far. I mean, we just started. Like, that took about 35 minutes total and brought in $22.20. So I just looked, I kept thinking that seemed really high for those 2 runs from what the orders were, but the Chicken Express run gave me a $5 tip. So thank you very much, Chicken Express run. I appreciate that, and that always helps out. So, like I said, we're headed back to get into a spot where we can get our next order. All right, we just got an order. I was parked for 2 seconds, and we got an order. It's for Chick-fil-A, not Chicken Express, Chick-fil-A, $5.60.
Right. Sorry, talked kind of fast for you there. Michael. All right, that'll be $21.38.
What's going on? It says it's ready. It's not sitting here.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. David, me?
For David? Yep.
Here you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. It is hot. I had the heat advisory go over my phone for the, I don't know. Hey, take care, man. It's hot. I'm trying to. So my neighbor works here. He tried to set my house on fire on the 4th of July. That was fun. And so when I come by here, he always says hi, which is nice. But yeah, so it's funny talking to him about the heat. Every day for the last week, it's been over 100 degrees. Just ridiculous. Says we're still in Mustang. That's a good sign. I thought it was going to be further since it's still going to be 12 minutes is what it says. 5 miles. Let's do this. We are super close. So we can get this address figured out. Hopefully they're easy to read. I think it's going to be this one right here. I like the big houses that are spread out a little more because the map is so much easier to follow. And we are going to park in this. Take that food in, that way we can get out of here easy. All right, that was easy. So for lunch, I am up to $27 and change for just the lunch run. The breakfast run was $27. So we're doing pretty good so far. And that $27 for lunch was done in an hour. So I made $27 for my hour, for my first hour. Let's go see if we can get some more. I'd really like to be at 40, 50 bucks for just the lunch run, which would put me close to 80 if I made 50. Which makes the evening run so much easier. We'll see where we're at and see if I can hit my goal today of 150. That's going to be my goal. Hopefully we can get there. All right, we got a delivery. We're at Arby's getting ready to pick it up, and we're a touch early, but we're going to go in. Let's see, this is for Linda. Go see if they got the food ready. I'll be right back. Okay, so good news. while we were inside, I got a hit on another order. So we are going to have those orders from the same place. 400's right here. Make sure we have the right order. Very important. So en route. This one I'll need a pin. This one goes to Linda. Which one's Linda? I think Linda's this one. You know, Linda was the first one. Or the second one. Great. No, the first one. Make sure this says Linda. That says Linda. We are good to go. I'm going to go and get an ID. I'm not going to take this because I'll be seeing the person. There are times when you do this job that just kind of touch your little heart, and you realize kind of how important this is. That person was an elderly person that was in a wheelchair and met me at the door so that I could hand the food to her. That's why she does the pin. Older, looked like she probably has some kind of terminal, like she just looked sick. Not just old, but she looked sick. And I'm able to come out here and deliver her food to her. You know, just kind of makes you feel like you're doing something for people. It doesn't make a lot of money, but every once in a while it gets you in the fields and it makes you feel like you're doing something. So there you go, Linda. I hope you enjoy your meal. All right, I have made my second Arby's delivery. So got that out of the way, and we are already at $41.50 for lunch. I've met my first goal for lunch, which is $40. I said I wanted to be 30, 40. I'd like to be 50. So $41.50 right now, sitting at my lunch run. It's only $12:30. So I've made $41.50 in about an hour and a half. I think that we could, I think we can kill $50. I think we can absolutely destroy it. So let's do it. All right, we just had an order come through that I rejected because it was a $3 order for 5 miles, Panda Express. And we're to the point where my numbers are, that one works. We got a $5.60 order for $5. Chick-fil-A, I'll take that one because that one's at least even on the miles, and I can be a little pickier now, a little bit, because I'm really close to my goal, so I can make sure I make good choices rather than just picking up everybody that I can to keep my approval rate up, because that keeps me in the platinum. Just one of those things. And I like going to Chick-fil-A. Alright, we have showed up. What time are we supposed to be here? I didn't notice this until later, but it actually has at the very top, pick up by a certain time. And I used to get inside way before that because I was like, oh, it's going to be ready. I just need to pick it up. It may not be ready till then. That's what the pick up by is kind of for. So now, rather than sit there and stare at people and get mad because the money's not, or the order's not coming in and I'm losing money, just sit in my car until close to the time that it says to go in. And but I will hit the arrive at store. That way they know I'm here, because they get told when you hit the arrive in store, the store that you're going to gets alerted that you're there, if they're looking at their screen, I think. And this one is for an Ashley K. Ooh, I know an Ashley K really well. Not the same Ashley. All right, got that picked up. Turn the car on because it's hot as fire outside. Hit that button, confirm. Bring to south side of building, main office. Somebody will be there drop off. Huh? I don't really know what that means. Sometimes there's notes in there and you have no clue what that actually means until you get to said location. So bring the south side of building, main office, somebody. Bring the south side of building, period. Main office, period. I don't know what that means. Am I going to the main office? Am I going to the south side of the main office? And then I got all these people walking behind me. Taking this one. All right. Yep, I've been here before. That was super easy. Just drop it off in there. Oh my gosh, I do not know what this is. Nope, I'm declining that. I don't know what that is. I'm in a weird part of town where I'm actually in a different zone. So I don't know all of the businesses and stuff in that area, and I don't want to do it. I'm gonna stay close to Mustang. But I am at $47 now for lunch, so I'm close to my $50 goal. Hey, well, I just got a $12 order that came in. I've got 2 places to pick up, 2 stops to drop off, but the total is only 4 miles. So I can make that work. And this will put me to this put me right close to my $60 goal, I think, depending on the change. So we're gonna make our first stop, which is Taco Bueno, and then go to Tropical Smoothie for our next stop, and then hit some deliveries. Exit, we are at Taco Bueno. We're picking up for Michelle.
$2.30?
Nope, it is only 1:11.
Means I got about 45-50 minutes left.
I got to pick up for Michelle.
Michelle, look at this right here. I'm looking this up. Yes, it is. Okay.
Whoop whoop.
We got you already. Best kind, right?
That is.
As soon as I get another car, I'm going back to DoorDash, and I make twice as much as I make these.
See, it's people think I'm nuts.
I know. I got hit by a deer, and so my car.
Oh, no way.
But it was on personal time, not dash time.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a great day, sir.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
All right, now to our next location. Exit Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Arrived at location. I am picking up for a Sammy. How are you? Doing well. I got to pick up for Sammy. Are you working on it? Yes. Okay. Oh. Is in which one? Is it this? Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Got those picked up. We are going to make the first stop, which is 8 minutes away. All right. We got the Tropical Smoothie. Drop off at the door and ring doorbell. It's going to be this one. They have a straw in the bag. Okay, success. Success. Now, this one's 4 minutes away. 9 to 17 should be getting pretty close. 09. It should be 13 then. Oh, there's 17 right in front of me. At the dang end of the street. Alright, let's drop this one off. We are 10 cents away from $60 for lunch. 10 cents, and it is 1:30. All right, we're at 1:44. I just got an offer. It came through from Bricktown Brewery, but it was $4 for 8 miles. Nah. Nope, not whenever I'm on bonus monies. Definitely not. So we'll sit around a little bit longer and see if we get a better order. If not, we might be done early. So what's this? So $7 for 12 miles. I'm again gonna say no. It's like these people don't. That's 2 no's in a row. That means I'd have to take this next one. I'm gonna go ahead and be done for lunch. I'm gonna end dash. I'm gonna go eat. I'll probably start at 4 and go from there. But we are at, if I hit done, yeah, we're having a pretty good little day so far. It's gonna be 80 something dollars from breakfast and lunch. About 84, I think, somewhere right in there. So yeah, we're gonna go to lunch and see what the dinner rush is gonna be like, and hopefully I make my $150 goal. We're gonna just round up and say we're at $85 so far. I think I can do that at lunch or at dinner. Dinner I'll have a longer available time to be out, so, and the orders are usually better. We'll see. All right, so we are going to start dinner break now, and it says that we have, let's see, a 3-minute average wait time. So that's what that looks like. The 3 average minute wait time. We're going to hit dash, and then you just pick when you want to stop. So I'm going to put on here for right now, we're going to stop at 8. Now that doesn't mean that we're stopping at 8. I guess I didn't push it. I'll do it again. That doesn't mean we're stopping at 8. It just means that that's reserving the time. Like if you weren't platinum, then that would mean a bigger deal. But since I'm platinum, I think I can go and do whatever I want. Doesn't matter if the room is full. I can walk out and say, I'm here. So we're gonna go and see. It is 4:36. I was on a phone call, so it took me a tad bit longer. And we're getting this going. I had my volume on my phone turned down. I almost didn't get it. I just turned the phone off, or the camera off, and the phone, which has the which has the Dash app on it, brought up KFC. It is I think a 6 and change order for 6 miles. That's the first one. It's at 4:37. So we're gonna take it. I worry sometimes because KFC can be kind of slow. They've had a new manager. It seems like she's faster lately. So we'll see. Cross our fingers. Hopefully it'll be a good dash. All right, we made it, and I am saying that we have arrived at the store. We are just a couple minutes early, so might have to wait for a minute. One item, so 8-piece chicken meal. So 8 pieces of chicken. This may take a minute. So here's a problem with some of the stores. This KFC in Mustang, and I'm going to rant about them here for a minute. They never have food ready. They never even have food cooked when you walk in the door. And it's fried chicken. It takes a while. So she was like, yeah, it's going to take 17 minutes. I was like, no, I am dropping the order unassigned without pay. It'll ask me a bunch of questions. 20 plus minutes. Just ridiculous. At least I got an order after that. Pizza Hut. That's a weird looking. Yeah, that was weird. So we'll head to Pizza Hut. At least I got an order right after that because, man, DoorDash, this is ridiculous. You need to be able to have a I'm not picking up from that store anymore button, and it not count against you, because if you have good reason, obviously, like this, every time I go, every time. The big funny thing in Mustang is nobody knows how that Kentucky Fried Chicken stays open. There's never anybody there. That's always like this. It's always, they don't cook food until you get there. You know, it's got to be money laundering. It's got to be. It's got to be. So, we're on to Pizza Hut, which is fine. I like Pizza Hut better. I'll still have to wait, guarantee you. But it won't be 20 minutes. It'll probably be like 5. And this is about, like, as far as the pay rate, this is $5, a little over $5 for 5 miles. That last one was a little over $7 for 7 miles. So, I mean, it's more money, but as far, I'm not hurting myself anyway. Annoying. That may be the first time I have walked in there. I say that. There's been maybe 2 or 3 times I've walked in there and the food has been ready to go, which makes my life a lot easier. Okay, leave at door. 11 minutes. $5, 11 minutes. All right, we are definitely pulling up to our stop. We're in the neighborhood now. Should be just around the corner. We'll drop this off. I have the AC on full blast because it's 150 degrees outside. I do miss Alaska. I so miss Alaska. I think it's this house on the corner. Yup. To confirm, it is the house on the corner. I forgot my little thing that I can wear so it's a Insta360 Go 3 camera, and the little piece of the the camera part comes off, little bitty, and then there's a plate that you can wear under your shirt and it magnetizes too. I don't have that, so you guys are gonna stay in the car, which is fine because it's really hot outside. I don't think you wanna go out in it, to be honest. I'm gonna leave the car running for you. But I will be right back. It is a damn good thing that they do not have a driveway on the north side of the house, because that's one of the steepest driveways I have ever been up. Ever. This is the one next door. Yeah, it's pretty steep. And just enough space for a vehicle to park on before you hit the sidewalk. So I imagine, so Oklahoma gets icy in the winters. We don't get a whole bunch of snow. We do get some, but we're kind of known for ice. So yeah, that's got that. Even with it facing the east, you're only getting that morning sun. That's a steep driveway. All right, so we are back to finding other offers. I will let you know what happens. It says 1 to 4 minutes. We'll see. Dilemma. Chick-fil-A for $2.60. 3.9 miles. I'm gonna take it just because I think that you do get good karma on this. I know that whenever I sometimes delete multiple orders, DoorDash seems to not like it, and they punish you a little bit, give you shitty orders. I know it's probably technically not what they do, but if you know, you know. So Chick-fil-A it is. I can't imagine being one of the people outside taking orders at some of these restaurants like Chick-fil-A and some of the drink places that you go to, coffee places. Usually that's in the morning, but there's some that are drink places that have people that stand out there and take the order. It's hot. All right, we have an order for arrived at store. Gavin. It's Gavin getting. Gavin's getting a Chick-fil-A sandwich meal and drink, which they say is frequently missing. Not on my watch. On my watch, it's not missing. I'll be right back. Wow, I think they need to get some Jesus up in this Chick-fil-A because they're not making food very fast. That's my solution. All right, done. Confirm pickup. 30 minutes later. Not really, but don't ring doorbell, leave on chair. All right. That stop was fairly easy. It just took a long time to get there because it's, 5 o'clock. Now it's 5:30. So it should be calming down a bit. Whenever I was in Chick-fil-A, there were five DoorDash orders up on their billboard. They've got a computer that says what the online orders are, if you're waiting, if they're ready. There were 6 total orders, 5 of them were DoorDash. Right at 5 o'clock. All right, so now just waiting for the next trip. All right, got the kind of order I've been looking for. $8 for 3 miles from Swadley's. So we're going over to the barbecue place right now. This isn't even really a parking spot. That's how freaking backed up they are right now. So we will park right here. We're gonna give it a minute before we walk in. So I'll check my TikToks. So some of you might be from the TikTok side of life, and if so, thanks for coming over. We've got Susie Norris that like to picture or like to thing. We've got Tammy. I'm just gonna say first names because I don't want to give out too much. Tammy, Daniel, Mama, Scottish Girl at Heart. Let's see, April B. And Scottish Girl again, April B again, Austin, April B, Chris, Lizzie Money. So some of the people that follow me on my TikTok, and if you haven't checked it out, go check out my TikTok. It's ridiculous. And then if you're from TikTok, well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. It is probably time to go in. We got 3-4 minutes before the order's supposed to be ready. Okay, so we got that pickup done, and we've got 8 minutes to our stop. So not too bad. $6.36. 36, probably gonna be in the back, huh? 36 is... yeah. Yep, I'll grab the drinks. Continue, take photo, leave it door. I can do that. So this is different. Instead of being a bunch of cigarette butts, like by the corner of the garage, Zen patches. Used Zen patches. No more cigarette butts sitting around, just Zen packages. Little, I don't get those. I tried it once. Made me freak out. I was jittery. It was weird. And it wasn't a high dose. A buddy of mine that talked me into, he was like, try it. He takes like 2 of the 6s. I think I had a 3 anyway. I don't get it. So don't feel bad if you can't verify the orders. I don't even know why DoorDash puts that on there anymore, because everybody staples. They're told to close it up, seal it up. So we can't really verify. Can do a receipt picture. And now they're doing a scanning thing, which is different than the picture. It's sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. And then there's some places, like Arby's, that it won't scan, but you can take a picture. All right, leave it door. We're just staying in Mustang because it's not very far. I don't think there's a lot of HOA going on back here. Oh, there's a Via Cross. See? An Isuzu Via Cross. What's the address I'm going to? Is it maybe... Nope, it's the next house, I think. 2232. 2232. Alright. See, I got an old Via Cross, and they've got a 3... Is that the 370Z? What am I doing? Oh yeah, delivering food. Knucklehead. Let's get this plugged in. We're at like $23 for the one dinner shift so far. Could have hoped for more. We got an old Z, we got a Via Cross, and a bus for my schoolie life. And then there's an Isuzu box truck, which actually would be better than the bus to make. Going down this road feels like a one-way road. Isuzu Via Cross. Yes, sir. All right. Phone out. Arrived at the store. We are picking up for a Brittany. I think I've delivered to Brittany before. Are we good? This feels like it was fast. Like it was ready. Man, when I first started doing this a few months ago, they were terrible here. So got a better manager, and that changes everything. 17 minutes 12 miles. All right, we're down some country road somewhere. Pulling up to, we got half a mile to go. It's one of those tricky ones that shows the turn and the house right after the turn, but there's like that much space after the turn, so I don't know if it's a street or a driveway. We will soon be finding out, I guess. This is the house I am going to right here. That is not pulling here very well. Okay, done. Let's go drop this off. I'm in park. All the things. No mailbox or anything behind me. Okay. That drop is dropped. And let's go ahead and I am pretty far out. That's what I do when I'm pretty far out. Sometimes I will just go ahead and end instead of pause. Lets me see where we're at. We're at very close to my goal for the day. Isn't that crazy? We were pretty close for the goal for the day. I just got back in town parked, and as soon as I was getting ready to turn the car off, roll the windows down, and we got an order. So Chick-fil-A, we are headed that way. Pick up and deliver. All right, Stuart is getting 2 items, and we're gonna go inside and grab Stuart's order. I'll be right back. Okay, got the order. We are going across town to deliver it. Here I am about ready to call it off because I hadn't heard anything in a while, and I get a $25 order. It's 2 stops, 2 pickups, 2 stops. So we are on our way. Where do they want me to go? What are we doing here? Anyway, my map's acting weird again, so we're just gonna go down the road and see what it says. Resume. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go get the food and go to the places and do the drop-offs. $25 for like 9 miles. So yeah, I'll take it. Okay, this one we're leaving by the double garage doors attached to the house. Please do not bring up on the porch. Okay. Seems like a lot to say, to just say, can you leave it by the garage door? You know? I mean, it's just me, but it seems like a lot of words. This parking lot sucks. So it's dark now, so you probably can't see me at all. I have no idea. This screen is so dark. I hit my goal and then some. So I ended the day at about 160 that I made. And yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I feel really good about that, actually. Because I didn't feel like it was just a super crazy busy day. You know, it was just normal or even a little subnormal. You know, this morning picked up, but this morning earlier felt like it was slow, and then a couple orders made that happen. And lunch, I wasn't real. I felt like lunch could have been a little better. Felt like dinner could have been. Anyway, there's room for more orders. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I decided to 8:30 is whenever I was going to go today, and I decided to stop earlier than that, and then went and got my own food to take home. Whataburger. God, I love Whataburger. What a burger! So yeah, that's it for the day. I'm at just shy of 250 after 2 days. Monday was terrible. Monday I didn't even hit 100. Monday I was at $80 something at the end of it. So yeah, I'm at like 160, maybe a little more than 160 for the day today. Hit my goal, had a good day. Took a pretty good break after breakfast, and then I take my break after lunch. So I feel like I'm doing it kind of the right way. That screen went totally black. I don't know, it just probably went to sleep. I was like, it's not that dark. But anyway, I hope you guys appreciated this, enjoyed it. Just kind of giving you an idea of what it's like, 50 years old, DoorDashing in Mustang, Oklahoma. So there you go. That's what it's like. Stay out of my zone. If you're DoorDashing, you don't need to be coming down here. Stay in your own zone. We don't want any tourists. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And to my TikTok people, thanks for coming on and watching. I really appreciate it.